Committee.
I thank my friend, and I want to thank both of my friends, the chair and the ranking member, for the work that they do on intelligence. You make a commitment to this country, and I think the country's in good hands because of your work. But I want to raise a question, and we've had some of these conversations between ourselves. I'm very concerned about the shift that's occurred in our national security policy, where the Central Intelligence Agency has increasingly played a very powerful paramilitary role with the execution of drone strikes. Numerous studies have indicated that there are many innocent civilians being killed by drone strikes. There's a lack of accountability here. And there have been studies that suggest, for example, in Yemen, that drone strikes are stirring up anti-American sentiment to the point of where al-Qaeda is actually being empowered. We really have to ask of the CIA, but even more than that, of our entire national security infrastructure. What's the game plan here? We see there have been changes in military policy where certain functions have been ceded to the CIA. We see that the changes in foreign policy, where the State Department has let go of some of its functions. We know that the military has made an attempt with the Defense Intelligence Agency to try to become more actively involved as a separate organization. They were seeking 1,600 new spies. We have this architecture of national security which is so powerful, but I'm not sure that it's actually that effective. And I don't question the effectiveness of our chair or our ranking member, but I do question the effectiveness of what we're doing. Could I ask one more minute?
Yes, 1 more minute.
But I do question the effectiveness of this drone program, its adherence to international law or lack thereof, the intel gathering on targeted killings, where we've seen reports of efforts of one group to target individuals in other groups as a way of trying to settle some scores between people, so they put them up as a potential terrorist and they get marked on a list and executed. And as I mentioned earlier, the concern about civilian deaths. I think that the Central Intelligence Agency functions best in gathering intelligence, and we ought to support them in that regard. And I was very concerned and expressed this on this floor about what happened in Benghazi. I mean, if we'd paid more attention to the CIA, we probably would still have some of our officials there alive, but that's gone. It's over. But we have to recognize that putting the CIA more and more into a paramilitary position is not in the best interest of this country, I don't believe.